Hey everyone, it's me again, Mr. Richard, and I'm here to talk to you about different types of sugar. This is a big issue, especially concerning there's so many different types out there. So what's natural, what is not natural, and here we go. So I have with me a bunch of things that I just picked up. DC Mountain Dew, which again I love so much. Gatorade Zero, everyone's favorite Diet Coke. I grabbed a Minute Maid Zero Sugar beverage as well. So here we go. The Minute Maid Zero Sugar. It is still juice. So how do you make it sweet? Well, they don't add the sugars to it. The natural sugar is going to take out of it, but here's what they do. The ingredient for this one, which if you read down the list, it's kind of hard to read. It actually has aspartame in it. You can see it kind of right there. Okay, there's aspartame in that. Now, don't destroy me for this one. Everyone who loves Diet Coke. So Diet Coke, as we know, look at the ingredient list in it. It has aspartame is a sweetener in this one as well, which again is right about there. Okay, so aspartame, which is artificial sweeteners. This one is in the, actually I don't mind this one. Actually, is the Gatorade Zero. It's hard to see in this one as well, but it has sucralose in that one. That's the sweetener in that one. Mountain Dew. You say, huh? Well, Mountain Dew doesn't have I guess necessarily artificial sweeteners in a sense, but it doesn't even have sugar in it at all. Okay, no, there's no sugar in Mountain Dew, which is strange. So what's the deal? How does it have 46 grams of sugar? Okay, that would be in 12 ounces. So that's a lot of sugar in that one. So how does it say total sugar is 46 grams? Well, look at the ingredients. Water, and then the second ingredient is high fructose corn syrup. Read down the list. There's actually orange juice in Mountain Dew, in case you didn't know. Interesting. That doesn't make it healthy for you, because there's orange juice in Mountain Dew, okay? But nowhere in there does it say actually sugar. But there's no sugar in this, okay? But the high fructose corn syrup is the sugar in it, okay? So don't be confused about that. It's not sugar-free. It doesn't actually have sugar. Now, when you talk about sugar, different kinds. Now, the sugar that we know of and we think of, would be something like this one, like Pioneer Sugar. Okay. Now, what is Pioneer Sugar made of? Okay. What do you say? It's well, first it isn't natural. It just comes from a sugar beet. Or approximately 30% of the world's sugar comes from sugar beets. I like this one simply because it's from Michigan, and so am I. So it's locally grown, not too far from Auburn actually. A lot of sugar beets, and the smell from the sugar beet factory, I kind of like that smell. So it's kind of good to know that this area has Pioneer Sugar, but it is what's the ingredients in it. It says actually it says Bay City right there. Okay, but the ingredient is sugar. Okay, and that is coming from the sugar beet itself. So it's a natural sugar. The other type of sugar that you know of, which I didn't grab the white plain sugar, I just grabbed the brown sugar instead. This is made from cane sugar. So there's no cane sugar does not grow. Sugar cane does not grow in Michigan. It's more tropical climates. That's why Michigan has the sugar beets. And 70% of the world uses cane sugar because it's just easier to grow in those climates. Now, what about sugars that are healthy for you that have a lower glycemic index, which means it's not as, well, there's a different type of sugar, but still natural, okay? Now, one of the most popular ones would be stevia, okay? The ingredients in stevia is it comes from a leaf, okay? The stevia leaf, so it says dextrose and a stevia leaf extract, okay? Probably one of the healthier, I guess, sugar alternatives, and it's still natural. So I would steer away from the ones that are just high fructose corn syrup, which has to be made in a lab. It's the breakdown of corn using different bacterias to make high fructose corn syrups. To make aspartame, which is a popular one as well, which is found in the Diet Cokes, and most of the sugars that you'll find in this says 0 sugars. So it's a fun fact for you. In 1980, aspartame was deemed by FDA as illegal. You cannot sell or not safe for the FDA. So after a long process of trying to get it back in the market, they did. Now it's considered safe by FDA. So lastly, what I'll do is explain this one kind of to you as well. What's the difference between the sugar-free things and the milk and the regular sugar things? Now you look at something like chocolate frosting, and it says sugar-free. Well, it's chocolate frosting. How can it be sugar-free? It's just that doesn't make sense. Okay. Well, look at the first ingredient. It says maltitol syrup. Now it's actually a sugar alcohol, which is hard to explain, but also difficult to make, and it's sweet, but it doesn't have the same effects as sugar does for you. So this one, this is the sugar-free one. Now the regular one, what you would expect, which I kind of like the fact that it has this, is this first ingredient says sugar. Okay, that's the first ingredient on there, which would be expected. So if it says sugar-free on something, just be careful, because there are studies that can say aspartame and all the artificial sweeteners are actually more harmful for you than just the plain old regular sugar, like you would find like from the beets, plain sugar, or the sugar cane, or stevia. But the ones that are found in the Diet Cokes, the sugar-free things that say sugar-free on them, just be wary. Now there's studies that go both ways on that. Which one's healthier for you? I wouldn't make an argument for that, simply because there's science that goes both ways on it. But either way, that's your sugar update. Now you know. Adios.